Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing another half yearly empties video. This is the first update for 2024 for my Project Pan. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name's Emily. Project Pan, if you're wondering what that is where I am mindful about the products that I'm using and how quickly I'm using them up. And I aim to go through the products that I purchase. So as you may know, I love products like makeup products or skincare products, things like that, and sometimes hair care products as well. And so I talk about how quickly I'm going through these products in my Project Pan updates. I usually do a plan to pan at the beginning of every year. So at the beginning of this year, I probably did a plan to pan, things that I was hoping to pan. I'm not sure if I did one this year, actually. Usually I do one at the beginning of every year, but this year I've kind of gone into a bit more open-mindedly, just with the goal of using products up in general. There's nothing that I can think of that I was specifically aiming to use up, or not too many things. But yes, at halfway through the year, I do find that my box that I keep it all in, this Victoria's Secret train case, gets full, and so I empty it out with you guys, show you guys what I've used up so far through the year, and then I'll do another update at the end of the year with the things that I've used up for the last 6 months of the year. So this is all the things that I've used up in the first 6 months of the year. Some of the things didn't fit into the little box, but I still wanted to talk about. Let's get into it. I'm going to start off with the things that are kind of skincare-ish that didn't fit in the box. The first one I already showed you guys. This is from Bondi Sands. This is the ultra dark self-tanning foam. This is my favorite self-tanner that I've ever tried. I am trying some new ones now that are new to me, at least. I'm currently wearing the Saint Tropez tan, and you can see it's like starting to wear off. I've worn this for like over a week now, I think, but I do think that this one's a nice tone. However, something about the Bondi Sands, I always go back to it. So yes, used up a Bondi Sands so far this year. I wasn't tanning that much at the beginning of the year just because I was working a lot and I had some residual tan from going on holidays last year. But yeah, Bondi Sands, ultra dark. I find ultra dark the best color for me. Okay, next I want to talk about this setting spray. This is from Rebel. This is the Lasting Finish Fix and Go 2-in-1 primer and setting spray. I actually rarely used this as primer, but I did use this as setting spray. I love setting spray. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I spray so much setting spray on my face, and I do feel like it makes a difference. This one was nice. I wouldn't repurchase it, but I would say that this is a good setting spray, and I would recommend this to a friend if they were interested in this specific setting spray. Is it my favorite from the drugstore? No. So I won't be repurchasing it just because there are other setting sprays at the drugstore that I do prefer, but I do think this is a pretty good one. I did feel like it made my makeup last longer. I do feel like it set down my makeup, made it melt together, and made it look a bit more seamless when there's like powders and creams layered on top of each other. I do think that this did a good job. It's just not my favorite ever. I don't know. Didn't have that like wow factor. It was good though. I'm not here to hate on it at all. I used up quite a few face washes this month. Not this month. This beginning of this year, and I'm just seeing if I kept any of the packages of the other ones. It appears that I haven't. I did use up the Emco like a salicylic face wash, the one that comes in the squeezy tube, and that was really good, and I did like that. I also used up the CeraVe Blemish Control Cleanser. I do think this did a good job with my skin. I do feel like my skin is clearer recently, and I'm kind of interested to know if it's from the CeraVe. I just feel like my skin has been clearer recently. Like, it's not perfect, and my skin's rarely perfect, but I don't know, it's been quite clear recently, and I've been using CeraVe products for face wash. Correlation? Maybe. Maybe not, but I've been feeling confident in my skin, and I feel like this does a good job of cleansing my face. I'm currently going through a thing where I'm trying all the CeraVe cleansers, and yeah, this was the first one for me to finish. This is the Blemish Control Cleanser for blemish-prone skin, and I liked it. Next, I have some little samples that I've just put in here to use up, that I did use up. This first one is from the Body Shop. This is the Body Butter Almond Milk. This one. I liked this one actually, but nothing special in particular to say about it. It's just nice. It was good. No wow factor though. I used up this Too Faced Born This Way foundation sample in the shade Honey. This actually would totally be my skin tone in the tan months. However, I'm vanilla at my palest self. Often when I'm buying foundation, I go for my palest shade, and I prefer to just bronze it up because I feel like it's easy to bronze up a foundation than to lighten it down. I hope that makes sense. I need to go grab a drink of water. 1 second, please. Okay, I'm back with some more samples to show you guys. This is the Ilia Super Serum Skin Tint. This one I also use as contour. Just with these ones, because I'm my pale self right now, these are a little bit dark for my current skin tone. So I did use this one, yeah, as a contour. The thing is with the Ilia things, I really, really do like the Ilia formula. Like, no hate on the formula, but I just can't get over the scent. I wanted to get one of the foundations from Ilia, actually, just because I heard so much hype about a particular foundation. However, they have like a scent, I don't know why, but it frustrates me. It smells a little bit off to me, and so I just can't get behind any Ilia foundations, or yeah, it doesn't work for me. The scent is just too much. I also went through this little sample pack of the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filters. These are really gorgeous. Will I purchase them? Probably not, just because of the price point, and I don't really feel like I need this in my makeup routine, but I do think these are really gorgeous and luxurious and a very nice product. I like trying out all the shades. I honestly feel like having lighter shades was nice to like highlight with. Having the darker shade, I contoured with it, of course. It was just fun to play around with this, but probably not something I'm going to purchase. Something that I did purchase and use up, this is from Fenty Beauty, and this is Private Island. It is all gone. I loved this bronzer. It was the perfect warm tone bronzer. It worked really well on my skin tone. The one gripe that I have with this item is the packaging started to chip off. So it's obviously like electroplated or something, but underneath it's yeah, just plastic, and so all of the gold stuff is chipping off, which I found a little bit frustrating. But this was a really good bronzer. I would recommend this to a friend. I won't be repurchasing it just because I have a million other bronzers in my life right now, but I would definitely recommend this one. And the shade Private Island was so good on my skin tone. I felt like I could build it up if I wanted more of a glowy look, or I could just put a little bit for a more natural look. It had a really good undertone, really worked for my skin tone, really liked that. I also emptied out this Nude Sticks product, if I can even find the actual tube. I swear it's in here somewhere. Oh, here it is. This is Bronzed Bondi. Wait, I lied. It's the shade Bondi Bay from Nude Sticks. You can tell my package is totally beat up. I used this for quite a long time. They had a lot of product in this. How much product is in here? Oh, makes sense. 7 grams. This case I thought would be cool and cute when I initially got it. However, the mirror inside cracked pretty quickly. I'm not sure if you can see that. It's cracked. And it's honestly a bit of a warped mirror. Like, it doesn't give a clean image. So I couldn't really make a perfect straight line from this mirror. It was practical to have at some points, because if I just pack this, you know, I have the mirror and it doesn't take up too much extra space, but it's just not the best mirror. With the actual product itself, great shade, great formula, works well. I like that there is a brush on one side. Mine's looked totally dirty because I used it so much. I did wash that brush multiple times and it held up well while I was washing it. I just think this is an overall really, really good product. I would definitely recommend this to a friend. Love the Nude Sticks formula in general. And yeah, they have cute blushes as well that I was tempted to try, but I didn't end up picking any up because I have so much other stuff that I'm getting through at the moment. But I would totally recommend this one to a friend because this was really, really nice. And I loved the tone. Not too warm, not too cool, and not too like light or deep for my skin tone. Next, I emptied this. This is the Pot of Gold. This is a limited edition shower jelly from Lush. I used this for so long before using it up, but I finally used it up. It was just like one of those jellies that Lush does, and it was gold, which was really cool. But yes, it's vanilla, myrrh, and sweet orange for a rich, nostalgic perfume that lingers on the skin. I had that for ages. I'm so glad to have used that up finally. Okay, next, this one is from Innisfree, and this is something else I feel like I've had for ages. I'm looking into like my box here, and I feel like there are so many things that I've had in my collection for a long time. I guess it's kind of like looking down and seeing all these throwbacks. This is from Innisfree. This is a matte mineral setting powder. This one is so hyped, and I have recommended this to a friend. One of my friends, he was asking me for a setting powder recommendation that wasn't going to be too obvious. It was something that was affordable, easy to apply, not too cakey on the skin. I recommended this. This is so good. I think it's only $10-ish when I purchased mine. It just works. I also really like the scent. It says it's with Juju Natural Mineral and Natural Originated Mint. I would agree. It has like a fresh scent to it, and I just found it really nice to apply. Finely milled, gorgeous formula, quite soft on the skin. Really liked it. It was quite absorbent as well, so it wasn't to the point that I felt dry on my face because it was quite soft, but it did absorb oils in my opinion. Okay, another powder that I finished. This one is from New by Nature. Sorry, these are like really reflective products, you see. Sorry, I shouldn't have done that. Anyway, this is the Natural Mineral Cover Radiant Loose Powder Foundation in the shade W1 Light. I loved this. This I've used up to the point that like the sieve, I pulled it out and like used every ounce in the container there. I really, really like this. And honestly, even the packaging is really decent. What I liked about this is it gave a really decent amount of coverage without looking too cakey. I felt like the color was quite warm and it was a light yellowy kind of color without being like actually yellow. And so I could really brighten up my under eyes. If I baked with this, I'd be so like the coverage would really increase and I'd be so brightened and so like fresh looking. I really felt awake when I used that powder. And the other thing I liked about this powder is it was easy to use. I really like these Nude by Nature's like fabricy sieves because it's got quite a bit of stretch there, so I can really like push down on it and grab as much product as I want. I felt like this layered really well on top of itself, layered well on top of most of my foundations and concealers. I can't think of any issues I had with this. Just a really, really decent product. And I have actually purchased a replacement already in a slightly different formula from Nude by Nature. If you're wondering what this brand is, this is quite a common brand in Australia at like an affordable price point. So you can buy this in like our version of a drugstore. We call them like chemists here. So you can buy this at Chemist Warehouse, Priceline, I want to say maybe Woolies or Coles or Big W or Target, things like that. I feel like this is a very accessible brand and I like it. Okay, next I have this is a bit random, a Dr. Bronner's 18-in-1 Hemp Citrus Pure Castile Soap. I liked this. I used it up. It was zingy and fresh. It was a citrus kind of all-in-one soap. I used it to wash my makeup brushes. I used it as a body wash. I used it in the laundry. I used it for cleaning my makeup erasers. This was very multi-use. I have one in my laundry right now in the lavender scent, and I have one in my shower in the rose scent. Love these. It's actually quite practical. I do find that it doesn't like foam up, which is a little bit odd for me as someone who's used to a foaming soap, but no gripe. Okay, next I want to talk about this setting spray. This one is from L'Oreal. This is the Infallible Mattifying Setting Spray. This one I do recommend, and I think I have repurchased this honestly because it is such a good drugstore setting spray. Absolutely recommend this one. The L'Oreal Infallible line lasts forever, looks good, stays in place, does what it's supposed to do, and it does have that little about it. Something about the Infallible line I'm just really, really into. So yeah, would totally recommend to a friend. Definitely try the L'Oreal Infallible Mattifying Setting Spray because it is one of the more bulletproof setting sprays in my opinion from the drugstore. Next I have some foundations. This one is the Bourjois Healthy Mix Anti-Fatigue Foundation, and I wear the shade 52 Vanilla. I love this foundation. It's one of my favorite foundations of all time. The Bourjois Healthy Mix line is one of my favorite drugstore like lines for a base, and I just think that this foundation is perfect. It gives a natural dewy finish that's not too glowy to the point that your skin is tacky, but it's not matte. It looks very natural. It's my favorite natural foundation from the drugstore probably. It's just so good, and I love the scent. It's so fresh, and I don't want to say fruity because I don't really like fruity scents, but it has like a fresh natural kind of scent about it in a nice way. I want to say it's like almost fruity floral, but like very subtly. Something about this, the Healthy Mix line, it just feels good going on. I enjoy this. I think that it wears well. It has all these like ingredients in it. It says with vitamin mix. I do feel like it doesn't. Sometimes when you apply foundation, you're putting on like face paint, you know what I mean? This feels like a little bit more on the skincare side of foundation. I hope that makes sense. I just feel like this feels nice when I'm applying it, and I really, really enjoy wearing that one. This one is from Maybelline. This is the Maybelline Superstay Plus Vitamin C 24-hour skin tint. And honestly, I feel like this is the Western version of the Plus C tint Vitamin C from the Fit Me range. It's interesting because this one's sold in Australia and it's from the Superstay line, whereas this one I picked up in Taiwan in when I was over there for holidays, and this one is sold to like the Asian market. I actually prefer this one way more than the Superstay. This one's, I'm still working through it, but this one honestly, it was just too glowy. I think it's supposed to be one of those like Charlotte Tilbury dupe kind of ones, but I really didn't enjoy this. I feel like it stayed tacky on the skin. I could work with it, but something about it, I felt like it almost broke up a little bit through the day. It just wasn't my favorite. It wasn't bad. Like if I set it enough, I feel like it would stay. But I feel like it oxidized quite a bit on the skin. And I don't know, just looking back at this one in hindsight, I wouldn't recommend this one to a friend. I just didn't like this one as much. There are other drugstore foundations that are glowy that I prefer. Literally from the same company, I like the vitamin C tint that's from the Fit Me range. So yeah, not my favorite tint. It did have a lot of like glowy aspect in it as well. Like just even looking at the bottle, I can see the like reflex of like the shimmers in it. It didn't look shimmery on the face, but it had that like glow. I don't know, this one just didn't work for me. Next, talking about glow, I have the Soul Body Shimmering Body Powder in the shade Platinum. This is a massive highlight, and I went through it for ages. Look at that grid. Yeah, that's right, I finally used it up. This thing has a great big mirror on it that I loved. It was really good. The shade Platinum was really nice. It was a little bit icier for me. I typically go for more of like a champagne glow kind of shade, and this one was a little bit more like a how do I describe this? It's a little bit more like icy, has a white base to it, rather than like a champagne base. It was very, very nice. I do like the formula. I love the scent of these. It has like a fresh coconutty smell. It smells like you're on holiday when you apply this. I loved wearing this as a body highlighter more than a face highlighter, just because this was a little bit more of a chunky shimmer. So I don't like any shimmer to be glittery or have any noticeable, identifiable shimmers in the base. So when I choose a highlighter, I want it to look like a sheen, not like there's glitter particles. I like glitter particles for the eyes or like shimmer particles for the body, but I don't want that on the cheek. This one was more of a body highlight for me because it did have a slightly larger shimmer to it. It just didn't work for me and what I prefer, but really, really gorgeous. And if you wanted a more dramatic highlight, this might work for you because it does really like that shimmer. I don't know, it does add like a glittery fun vibe, and like for going out clubbing or something, maybe I would reach for this, but I won't actually be repurchasing this particular shade just because it wasn't what I was looking for myself for a highlight. And like if I am going to highlight my body, I can just go for a shimmery one anyway, and if I really want glitter, I can add glitter. It was just a bit chunky for me. I'm getting down into some more skincare bits down here. I used up a Burt's Bees foot cream and a Burt's Bees hand cream. Both really nice products. I think if I was to choose one, I don't know if I could. Probably the foot cream, just because it's winter and everything's so dry at the moment. But the hand cream is really nice too. Really love Burt's Bees skincare products. Favorites. Really, really like these. Yeah, nothing bad to say. Would recommend to a friend. Next, I have some more samples down here. What have I got? This is a Westman Atelier Clean Glow Trio. I used up these three shades. This is Biscuit, Lit, and Petal from the Clean Glow kind of range. Really, really gorgeous products. Expensive, out of my budget, too much for my price limit, but really, really gorgeous, really nice shades. They chose like pretty like good for me shades, so I was very fortunate that I was able to use all three of these shades. I felt like the lit shade had a little bit more of like an oiliness to it, so it really did add in texture a sheen to the highlight without being sticky or without staying wet. Biscuit and Petal blended into the skin very seamlessly and really performed well. Really nice formulas on all those three textures and shades. This is a moisturizer. This is the Palmer's Cocoa Butter Formula Intensive Relief Moisturizing Lotion. No complaints, good moisturizer. Didn't change my life though. Next, I have a highlighter. I finally used up my Benefit High Beam. It might look like there's a bit of product left in here, but trust me, I have scraped the sides of this product over and over. I cannot get any more out. This was kind of like a strobe cream adjacent product. It just has similar properties to MAC's strobe cream. It has a pinky pearlescent kind of sheen to it, and I think it's a really nice product. I really, really like the formula of a lot of Benefit highlights, particularly their cream products. I just feel like there's something unique about them, and I feel luxurious when I wear them. Maybe it's because it was one of the more luxurious brands that I got into from the high street when I was younger, but something about Benefit's cream and liquid products really gets me. Gorgeous packaging, if it will focus. Really cute little glass bottle. I'm sad that I can't get out what's on the sides because the little nail polish style brush won't get it out. It's very frustrating, but that's okay. This is called a satiny pink complexion highlighter. Works well on the cheeks. You can layer it up if you want a more intense highlight, like down the center of the nose or in the inner corners. Blends, melts into the skin very nicely, very seamlessly. If you leave it on, you can let it dry and you can create spots or like dots or whatever shapes you want with it. Just really like it. Would recommend to a friend. Would repurchase, honestly, if I didn't have a million other highlights going on right now. I used up a concealer. This one is from Maybelline, as it's the Instant Age Rewind Eraser Multi-Use Concealer in the shade 100 Ivory. No complaints, really good concealer. This is a fan favorite for a reason. Like, there is a reason this is such a popular concealer. I recently saw discourse online about people actually going, guys, I don't actually like that concealer. And I was shocked because I actually do like that concealer. I feel like I was late to the game with this one. Everyone was using this way before me, and I only got mine and used it up at the beginning of this year. But I really, really like it. I would buy it again. Obviously, I'm going through other products at the moment, but I would repurchase this one. I have recommended it to a friend, and my friend liked it. Good shade range. I feel like they have quite a wide variety of shades with different undertones in this concealer. Quite accessible. It's available at like Priceline, Chemist Warehouse, probably Woolworths and Coles and a lot of places, and it's affordable as well. You can probably get it on half price if you wait for a sale. I do like this concealer. I feel like it's one of those concealers where if you wear it without foundation, it still blends into your skin, and I feel like that speaks for itself, because that's, to me, one of the marks of a good highlighter. I mean, a good concealer. Yeah, Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. My only gripe is that's not the most sanitary applicator. That's probably what stopped me from purchasing this for so long, but I still went for it in the end. What have I got here? Used up this ultra rich cream for the body from L'Occitane. I never know how to pronounce this brand, but yeah, used this up on my legs, and my legs absorbed it, and it was good. Won't repurchase because the scent didn't wow me. Something that did wow me, this is from the Hilton Hotel in Hawaii. I didn't stay there, but my friend did, and then she gave me her toiletries because she flew back to Australia before I did, and she gave me this coconut papaya moisturizer. The brand is Anunue, Anunue, Anunue Rainbow. This smells so good. This smells like Hawaii to me. Oh, wow. There's like a little bit that just came out. I'm going to moisturize my hands with that. I love the smell of that. It just takes me right back. The scent memory that that particular moisturizer gives me is incredible. And I will forever have perfect memories of that trip. So 10 out of 10 for that moisturizer. And I would repurchase it if it was easily accessible in Australia here. This is a wild use up. This is a product that I panned. This is the Barry M Pigment Paint in the shade Plush Pink. It's a multi-use matte pigment. I only have one of these in here, and I used it up because I painted my entire face and body pink so I could be a pink Mario character that I've already forgotten the name of. I can't remember, but I went to my friend Kay's 21st birthday, and it was Mario themed, and I wore this pink body paint, and I used up all of it because, as you can see, to paint my full body, I needed a lot of paint. So yes, I used up this pink body paint in the shade Plush Pink. I don't remember what the character that I dressed up as even was, but it was an experience being all pink, that's for sure. Okay, next I have this one. This is from Biology Smart Skincare, and it's the number 304 Moisture Therapy Body Lotion. This one I actually got at a another resort when I was in, let me remember, I was in the Great Barrier Reef area on Dream Island, Daydream Island, and this is the skincare that they had in the resort there. So I just got this from the bathroom and kept using it. Really, really nice. It kind of has like a more herbally, like earthy scent to it, in my opinion. I like it. It makes me think of the trip, actually. Oh my gosh. Scent memory is wild. But yeah, this almost has quite an Australian scent. If you're Australian, you might know what I mean. It's just very like, I want to say eucalyptus-y. It says essential oils, rosemary, grapefruit, and lemongrass. It's the lemongrass that I'm smelling. Yeah, really like this one, actually. The scent memory is probably what's doing it for me, though. Okay, what else have I got to show you guys? This is a mini of a L'Occitane Precious Cream. I don't know, I just used it up. It wasn't special to me. I just had a sample and I just wanted to use it up, so I did. So there it is. And then another thing that I used up that is now totally dried out. You can see there's glitter still crossed around the sides, but if you look in, it's quite empty. This is from e.l.f. and this is the shade Stardust. It's a liquid eyeliner, and I used it a couple of times before it dried out. A cheap and cheerful iridescent eyeliner in a glittery kind of color. As you can see, nothing's coming out anymore, but I did have some fun with it while it was still wet before it dried out. But yes, the e.l.f. liquid eyeliner in Stardust. Okay, do I have one last thing to talk about with you guys? Now, this is actually me cheating because I'm showing this to you guys prematurely. Today is the 27th of June, and I try and do these and upload these for like mid-year, but there are a couple of days left in the first 6 months of the year, so I'm showing you guys this with a tiny bit of product left, but just know that by the time July rolls around, I will have used up that amount of product. So this is from Lacura. This is the Skin Science Caviar Illumination Luxury Anti-Aging Day Cream. I bought this from Aldi. You may have known that I have been using this for quite some time now. I really, really enjoy this. Comes in a 50ml size, and I just apply this every night before bed, honestly. I know it's a day cream, but I use it as a night cream. I don't really wear a day cream. I just go for it. But I really, really like this. It's my holy grail, and even more holy grail than this is the actual night cream. So I'm excited to use up this day cream and start using the night cream, which is my actual favorite. But yeah, totally recommend this. It's actually quite hard to get your hands on because Aldi only releases this at the special buys time of year, which is like only twice a year. So I should try and like fight my way through Aldi to get more of the night cream when it comes back in stock, because it's my favorite, and I'm about to start using, I think, what is my last jar of the night cream. But yeah, this is my favorite holy grail. And yeah, I've been enjoying it a lot, and I will definitely have used up that little tiny amount there. So I just didn't want to put it in the container, even though I was going to use it up by the end of 6 months anyway. So yeah, shout out to this face cream. It is so luxurious. It is totally supposed to be a dupe for other high-end face creams like the La Mer or the La Prairie. I think it's most likely the La Prairie just from the style of packaging. But I swear by this. It's my favorite. And that's all I have to say. Mwah, love this so much. Go Aldi. It's quite affordable too, obviously, because it's from Aldi, so love that as well. That is all of my mid-yearly empties. I hope you liked my update. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Subscribe if you'd like to see more from me. I upload very frequently on this channel. If I don't upload in a while, Emily, say in the comments, but Emily, where are you? Come back, and I'll come back. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Appreciate you guys. Bye. Just after filming, I finished this empty up. This is the Dr. Bronner's soap in Rose. Loved it, of course. And that's my last empty of this mid-year. Bye.